Hey guys, what's going on? Today we're going to be talking about Avowed, or as we should probably call it now, Avoid, after the way the developers have been acting. So, a huge drama broke out over on Twitter/X. Whoa, big huge drama, dude! So basically what happened is Avowed allowed people to play the game early and make some early thoughts videos going over what they like, dislike about the game, and show some gameplay. And a lot of people noticed that there were pronouns in the character select screen. More specifically, I think it says him/his or something, because the guy was playing as a male character. I'm not too sure. But people talked about this. Some people said that they were fine with this, a lot of other people said they weren't fine with this, and everyone's entitled to their own opinion on these sorts of things. If you want to buy the game despite the pronouns, that's up to you. If you don't want to buy the game because of the pronouns, that's completely fine. It's your money, man. Don't let people on the internet tell you how you have to spend it. But the developers, they were very upset that people on the internet, they didn't like their game. They didn't like the pronouns or whatever, and they decided to throw a temper tantrum over it. Because, that's what a normal adult does when someone doesn't like their product. Then one of the developers was caught retweeting racist things against white developers, and that just solidified my decision. Yeah, I'm not buying this game. You do realize that a large amount of gamers are white and they see you doing this kind of garbage, right? And do you think they're gonna want to support your game? If you search up Avowed right now on Twitter, the only thing you see are people talking about the devs' actions. Imagine you're a fan of Avowed and you just want to see how the game's doing. You type in Avowed and you see this. Avowed art director calls gamers sickos and want to make Elon Musk mad with his game. So what ended up happening for this whole big huge drama to break out is a guy named Grums, which is his own can of worms. Grums came out and said, yeah, I'm not buying the game because it has pronouns in it, and he said he wasn't going to buy any other game that has pronouns in it. And then Elon Musk came out and he basically shared the same opinion and said it was unacceptable. Now you would think that the most rational thing to do would be just to either ignore the criticism, listen to the criticism, or, share your point of view or whatever. But no. It's the modern day where nobody can take criticism, so the developer freaked out. Sickos.jpg. Yes, it's a great idea to call people sickos who are criticizing your game. I'm sure that's gonna work out great. I mean, just go ask the Concord developers how they're doing right now. I wanted so badly to make him mad with my game, and I cannot believe it actually happened. Just you wait until you see the default, you said little shit. First of all, terrible grammar for a grown man who works for a billion-dollar corporation, or I think it's trillion-dollar corporation now. I think Microsoft is worth a lot more than $1 billion. Grammarly doesn't cost that much money, guys, come on. But here's what really kind of set me off. Elon Musk said it should not be acceptable for any company in the gaming industry to be racist and sexist against white guys. And then this developer for Avowed came out and said, Elon, you sweet summer child, this will only embolden me, you sad sack of shit. Ah yes, not wanting to be discriminated against makes you a sad sack of shit. If you want to be disrespectful towards white guys, fine, but don't expect any of our money. Because the truth is, you need gamers to buy your games. We don't need your game. We can buy other games. And if we choose not to buy your game, you're gonna meet the same fate as the Concord devs. There's another tweet here saying, reminder to black artists out there who are looking for portfolio reviews or job advice, my DMs are open and you will always have my priority. We got too many crusty white dudes in this field. Please let me help you replace me one day. I want to go back to living in the woods. I don't get it, dude. You're a white dude. Why are you sharing hatred towards white dudes? It's honestly kind of pathetic. Why not just hire whoever is the most talented? If they're black, who cares? If they're white, who cares? If they're mixed, who the hell cares? I don't know where you think you're gonna go with this, but it's probably gonna end up with your studio getting shut down, and deservedly so. Your game deserves to get shut down after this. It's 30 FPS UE5 slop, and the devs are hateful. So... I mean, what chance does it stand? And I feel bad for, the dude who developed, the Skybox or whatever, or, the dudes who developed the grass, because at the end of the day, they're gonna lose their job because this guy doesn't know how to keep his mouth closed. Legacy Killa HD actually said, "We're past the point in which you should know the consequences of saying stupid shit like this in the lead up to a game's release. This director just slapped every Avowed dev in the face by having this dumb meltdown and making the game enemy number one in the culture war. Not smart. No matter how you slice this, this is a stupid way to act and it's gonna screw the game over." I mean, you have people here saying they were still gonna buy the game after the pronoun stuff, but now after they see the way that the devs act, they're like, yeah, I'm not buying this anymore. I mean, people are just sick and tired of the disrespect from developers towards gamers that is becoming rampant in this industry. A lot of devs had to learn the hard way this year that the consumer are the ones that determine the outcome of your game. A lot of closing down of studios happened. It seems like the Avowed director here is eager to have Avowed added to that pile of studio closures, and, you know, it is what it is, man. You have a man-child directing your game, he acts like a man-child, studio gets closed down. Every time Avowed makes a post, they just get ratioed in the comments by somebody, and there's just so many comments compared to likes. It's insane. Now, I have a theory that this guy is just trying to destroy the game because, for those of you who are unaware, he's the same guy who said he chose to have the game running at 30 FPS to focus on graphical fidelity and that you don't need 60 because it's first person. It's first-person games especially that need to be at 60 FPS because of motion sickness. And there's a post here of a guy with a 3080 Ti, you know, one step below, I'm pretty sure, a 3090, who struggled to run the game. Like, they're just doing everything imaginable to screw this game over. Like, it's gonna flop, dude. I searched up Avowed on YouTube, and the first 4 things to show up, only one is actually talking about the gameplay. The rest of them are just kind of talking about the man-child developer. To end this video off, I just want to say this is why Western gaming is dying. At least the AAA side. Look at Game of the Year 2024. What do you notice about all of the games that I have a red dot next to? They're all not Western. The only game that is Western that got nominated for Game of the Year is Balatro, and that was made by one guy in Canada. There were so many Western flops this year. I mean, we had Dragon Age the Veilguard, Soylent Squad, Concord, Unknown 9 Awakening. I don't think Hellblade 2 did that well. And I'm already calling it right now, Avowed will be added to that pile. And most of the games that people are praising this year are all made by Eastern developers. So thank God we still have Eastern games to look forward to. Thank God Nintendo is dropping the Switch 2 soon. Anyway, leave your thoughts below. Are you still going to try Avowed in Game Pass? Are you going to buy the game? Are you going to avoid the game? What do you think of the developer calling white dudes crusty? I mean, were you originally going to buy the game with the pronouns and then seen what the developers acted like and now you chose not to buy the game? I'm interested to hear. Anyway, I'm out of time and soon the Avowed developers are going to be out of a job. Peace.